perhaps, as Corky's going to be the lock-in for BDD, and Pyosik just slams the Zyro. Okay,
I think to no one's surprise, this is just the top lane matchup we are going to get every game.
I kind of wished it was Nah. I don't know why. Just felt like perfect Nah could have been a bit of a difference maker. I feel like K'Sante, Skarner really, like, they get to play the game after it's kind of already been a bit decided. But I am very interested in how Pyosik's going to play this one out. That was a lot of priority on this Zyra pickup. Of course, the Sejuani was first picked, right? So it's not like a potential red side strategy from Canyon. We'll see whether Pyosik is just going to mirror exactly what he did there. As KT Rolster, remember, they have their backs against the wall. They also have a telecom war looming in the future. Let's jump into the Rift for game one.
Yeah.
Like this year on KT?
Pretty recently, yeah.
Huh. It's pretty cool. Well, Pyosik is going to be able to take his red pretty comfortably. Sets up some plants here. Take down the Krugs.
Doesn't even have to walk around. Viper does have cleanse. We'll see if they can still punish, though.
Yep. Extender Beam coming in there as Beryl gets the stun. Shield of Daybreak down onto Delight, who utilizes his Aftershock well. Beryl gets out of the way. Good communication so that Deft...
It is just, you're going to get outpaced so hard.
Yeah, and I think that the pace difference has to be much higher as well to really utilize it when it comes to actually... Oh, here's Peanut coming in with a beautiful wraparound onto BDD. And that is first blood going over to Zeka Elementary as this Sejuani pick.
But without that, you know, BDD doesn't end up dodging, doesn't end up flashing initially, flashes after, and Zeka just follows the damage.
Peanut isn't in the areas. Okay, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and that is the cash-in for Deft. So still has that lead there. Gold well and truly even. Maybe not anymore as Pyosik gonna get a bit of a taste of his own medicine, and he will be taken down with the help of Delight getting his revenge.
Yeah. But now Perfect, no ult. It still might be a tricky dive, but it looks like he's just going to back away.
Well, Doran is going to crash into the wall and does get the Impale onto the K'Sante. Remember, there's no all out, and he's going to get permanently frosted and taken down.
This could be a little dangerous.
Yeah, that is a teleport of all time, absolutely. As Perfect is going to get crashed into. He is pretty tanky. Does get a bit of a push away there as Doran not going to be able to tank anymore. Permafrost comes in, Viper slowed down. The health bar's very low, and yeah, he's just taking a beating. He does have his Crossfire Gauntlet, and Beryl is turning up here as well. Level 7, he does finally fall, and the Solar Flare was cool, I guess. Plants are going to be set up here as KT still haven't pulled the trigger just yet. Look out for the Solar Flare to start this one up as Beryl walking on in there. That's going to be the Glacial Prison, and Peanut, he's able to lock down the Rift Herald. Stranglethorns does absolutely nothing, and Doran just impales Beryl. It's a complete and utter catastrophe for KT. One after the other. Mario is diving over the top of them, and BDD can do nothing. It's a clean ace and a complete belly flop from KT. Well, that is probably the biggest problem that KT are facing. Outside of that, though, Deft able to immediately cleanse. Not very much, but still not going to get hit by the Glacial Prison. They'll be happy with that. The craziest thing about this is Perfect is going to go somewhat aggressive. See what he can actually find here as a blender seems to be the answer. Delight's the one that ends up locking down the kill in the end. Was trying to become the solution so much that I became the problem.
Can they? I think they can just burst it down before he gets there.
Beryl trying to get in there. Nice Magnet Storm there from Delight just to play keeper. They will be able to get rid of Pyosik. Whirling Death not really doing too much.
Just trying to clear the waves and probably thinking about game 2 right now.
Yep. Or dinner. Something like that. I don't think thinking about this game is really worth their time at this point. As they might go for one last-ditch effort. See whether they can find something.
I think the hope is that Hanwha Life Esports jump into them. Maybe they get a big Zyra.
Yep.
That's your best hope to maybe get a couple of kills.
They are going to jump into them. Let's see whether it actually works out here, though, as Perfect is able to get out. Beryl not so lucky. And great Captain Jack there from Deft, but he's still down extraordinarily low. Stranglethorns landing on more than nothing, but still going to be Pyosik falling immediately. And look at this. So many beads, so many pictures of beads all over the ground as Zeka, all the range in the world, will be taking down Nexus turrets now. And he does get engaged on by Perfect, looks for the all-out, tries to get in there, just wants to kill the Tristana, but he's not going to be able to do so. Deft gets rocks thrown at him, he's on the fountain, the Nexus is dead. Hanwha Life Esports, a statement game 1 against KT. We can see here on the damage charts, Zeka and Viper, it's all about them. The tanks just set them up and they knocked them down. And KT kind of had